Welcome everyone to our Week 4 edition of the Fifth Down. Each week, teams throughout Northeast Michigan have been tested and given a chance to prove themselves under the Friday night lights.
Right, and just like fall, the high school football season is really starting to take shape. So let's go ahead and get to our first game of the night. It was homecoming in Alcona and a great matchup between the undefeated Tigers and the Tawas Braves. Braves already up 20-0 at halftime, but the Tigers battling back with Brock Franklin in the third quarter as he battles into the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown run. Alcona cuts the lead to 20-6. And the fans at homecoming are pretty happy. Tawas wasn't letting up off the gas in this one, though. Still in the third, and Brad Hubel gets his number called as he scampers in the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run, and Tawas adds to the lead, and that would make it 28-6. Alcona still not giving up as Franklin again on the carry shakes off a couple tackles on his way into another rushing touchdown. The homecoming queen is happy, but Hubel and the Braves breaking the hearts of the Tigers fans tonight. A 66-yard touchdown run here. Alcona falls for the first time this season at the hands of the Braves. Final score, Tawas 34, Alcona 20.
The Rogers City Hurons at home tonight hosting the red-hot Hillman Tigers. Scoreless through most of the first half until the Hillman offense kicked it into high gear. Tigers marched down the field and at the 9-yard line. With seconds left in the quarter, Ty Jones hands it off to Kenny Kolke, and that extra push will get him over the goal line and give the Tigers a 6-0 lead. Tigers strike again 5 minutes into the second quarter. This time it's Dylan Stanky who gets the ball up the right-hand side. He will take a few Hurons with him into the end zone. Hillman up 12-0. But Rogers City was not going into halftime scoreless in the final minutes of the half. Third and goal, Cameron Urban pushes it in at the 1-yard line for the touchdown, but the Hurons still go into halftime down 12-6. Rogers City battles back and will take this into double overtime, but Ty Jones ends this one with the touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion to win 34-32.
Yeah, great game there. The Oscoda Owls were home for the first time this season against the Mayo Thunderbolts. In the first quarter, Oscoda with a really good ball fake, fakes out the cameraman, a.k.a. myself. But Thomas Klein finds his way into the end zone for the first score of the game. Owls up 7-0, and he's got the cheerleaders doing some push-ups. Mayo doing their best to drive down the field, but this ball is going to get tipped and picked off by Jacob Malik, who has that's one of his 2 on the night. In the second, Cody Pintar is going to battle as he battles his way into the end zone for one of his 2 touchdowns on the night. But Mayo would battle back and win the game 32-28. That moves Oscoda to 2-2 on the season.
Whittemore-Prescott looking to stay undefeated, hosting the Standish-Sterling Panthers. Hard-fought first downs helping the Cardinals march down the field. And from 7 out, Travis McDonald will put in the extra effort with that spin move to punch it in for the TD. Whittemore-Prescott up 6-0. Next up, Standish-Sterling will go on a hard-fought drive of their own down the field, working for every first down, but Austin Harward will rain on their parade, picking off Nate Moore, and the Cardinals offense takes full advantage. Blake Liddell is going to have the QB keep here, and he smokes the Panthers D, going 50 yards downfield, but this drive is going to fall short with Whittemore-Prescott catching a TD pass just too far outside the end zone. Cardinals go into half with the 6-0 lead. Standish-Sterling would score in the final seconds, but Whittemore-Prescott takes this one 28-13 to remain undefeated this season.
All right, well, don't go anywhere because there's still plenty more action or high school football action on our Week 4 coverage of the Fifth Down.
See if the Johannesburg-Lewiston Cardinals were able to remain undefeated on the road against Gaylord St. Mary's. That's coming up next.
Welcome back to the Fifth Down. Let's head west to Atlanta, where both the Huskies and the Hale Eagles play tonight in search of their first win. Not a lot of scoring for either team in the first half, but Atlanta would break it wide open in the second as Seth Teets was the man tonight. Here he's going to throw a 43-yard touchdown pass to his fellow captain, Jay Webster. Huskies looking good here in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, more of the same. Teets to Webster again. This time it's a 78-yard touchdown pass. Webster had 5 catches for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns on the night. He was looking pretty good, but Teets was the star of the show. He scores in 3 different ways with an interception return for a touchdown, as you can see right here. He also blocked a punt for a touchdown and had 2 passing touchdowns on the night, all on the way to a 38-0 blowout of the Eagles. Atlanta gets their first win of the season.
Alpena making the trip west to Cadillac today, and it didn't take long for the Cadillac to get their offense rolling. Lewis Fitch out to Jake Ellens on the wing. He uses the stiff arm and his legs to pick up the first down and much more. Connection works so well, let's try it again. Lewis rolls and rockets it to Ellens for the game's first score, 7-0 Vikes. The Wildcats starting to move the ball on the next possession until Dylan Hose loses that ball, and on the quick out, the Vikings are going the other way. Setting up Finch to take it himself, absorbs the hit and gets the celebration. Vikings set sail, beating the Wildcats 41-28.
All right, Johannesburg-Lewiston looking to stay undefeated tonight, visiting Gaylord St. Mary. We pick it up here in the second. QB Adam Nowicki looking for Brandon Milbacher, picked off by Dominic Cassisi. Remember that name. Nowicki looking deep again, and again picked off by Cassisi. Might not want to test him anymore. With the QB keeper, same drive. Joburg is getting in for 6 points. Cardinals roll again, 50-14.
Some more Ski Valley scores for you, with Onaway falling to Central Lake 28-14.
Yes, and then All Gray Sims, they won tonight, beating BC All-State 49-14. So great job there by the Wolverines.